Hey there. So, for context for the background footage of this video, I was playing VR at my friend's house, but they had like Slime Rancher VR, and I believe like halfway through they started like pushing me and trying to topple me over. So, if the footage looks like I'm dying, but in Slime Rancher, that's probably why. So ever since I was a little kid, I have always loved horror. Literally from Texas Chainsaw to what? Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Some of like any and all horror movies and all genres I loved. I read Stephen King in fourth grade all the time. It was one of my favorite things ever. And after COVID, my loving passion for horror really began to decline, and I dislike that. I really feel like it kind of took away some of my little interesting facts or niches about me. But uh, near the end-ish of COVID right now, of course it's still going on, but I got into PuppetCombo a lot. I'm an avid fan of the Cub Scouts, Jay, and he started playing their games, and I just got hooked so quickly. It's just so cute and charming, and I love it so much. Um, and I feel like I'm not the only person that feels that way. Puppet Combo is a kind of, I don't know how to really say it, but they are a group of low budget horror game developers, and they create some really great stuff. They have a mix of of like a style, sort of like PS1, PS2. They're survival horror games, which I absolutely love. But they mix. Okay, this is my favorite part. They mix the like it's sort of like the genre and theme of like Texas Chainsaw and Resident Evil. Like they mix those two things together, and you would never really think, hey, maybe I should mix that. Like I don't think anybody's really thought about that until Puppet Combo, and they pulled it off so well. It's so good, and almost all of their games are like that. They're literally they're funny, charming, amazing, and after a while, they really began to kick up in popularity. Understandably so. Some of their, I'd say, most popular games are these eight, which I will list off now: Nun Massacre, Night Shift, Murder House, Stay Out of the House, Babysitter Bloodbath, Night Watch, Power Drill Massacre, and Christmas Massacre. So, I have the only one I haven't heard from this list is Christmas Massacre. I have heard of the rest, and they're, oh my god, scary as all living hell. But honestly, with that, that just makes it so much more better. The scarier it is, I'd say the better it is. And they pull it off so well. They start usually Murder House. It's really funny. It's got this really cocky and I guess sassy little TV crew, and then out of nowhere, boom, murderer, buddy person, boom, 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 stab, stab. It's so cool. And it's the same with Night Shift too. Well, not really, but it starts off as like, oh, it's a bit eerie, you're doing this all alone, it's the Night Shift. And then boom, it's just so loud, and that's one thing Puppet Combo does so well. They use volume to their advantage, and it's so scary and it's so good, and I just love it. But anyways, this is just me fangirling and simping over them. I am here to talk about how I genuinely think that Puppet Combo is going to change the horror genre and community by a lot. Like, so much. I'm just dead set on believing with what I know and have seen and look at them doing. I can imagine them changing it all for the better, and I am so happy to do that. But I should probably get to why I think that, and this is why. So, back when the PS1, PS2 were big things, games like Silent Hill and Resident Evil were a big thing, and I feel like most of you might know the style of those games, which was, at the time, good quality. Now it's just potato quality, and even with that, it was still, I'd say, terrifying. But nowadays, all you really see are games similar to, I want to say, The Forest as an example, a survival horror game that gives you multiple objectives while at the same time trying to add a scare element to it. And I mean, even like other games with that, they're still really quite amazing. I'm even making a comic. Oh, too barked. But yeah, I'm making a comic basically just with that similar aspect to it. But PuppetCombo kind of came in and took a few of those concepts, but put their own twist on it that I think really impacted their games in a really positive manner and got them to their popularity so quickly. I can only imagine, and I thoroughly believe that with how PuppetCombo is doing currently and how popular they've become, that the fact that they're taking the old style of horror genre, the PS1, PS2 style, and mixing that with a bunch of other scare factors that you haven't really seen in a while or at all, I genuinely believe that people will be able to take that in the community, see that, and go, I want to make something similar to that, and then they'll do that. They'll make something inspired by PuppetCombo, while at the same time putting their own twist on it, just like PuppetCombo did. And it'll just continue off of that, like it's a chain reaction. And maybe it's just me being a bit of a, fan, but I like horror, and I hope you do too, because, it's just pretty amazing seeing someone that started off, or a group that started off really small, become quite influential in the horror community. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Boom. Yeah. Peace out.